EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is in uptown Charlotte, North Carolina at Bank of America Stadium. Tonight, it's the first of two here on this Monday night, as it'll be the New Orleans Saints taking on the Carolina Panthers. The first of two on this Monday night, the Saints and Panthers underway from Charlotte. This taken in at the goal line. And he'll be out of bounds here just past the 20-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
And with the play clock at 5, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Down. Red, cycle. Ready?
Young wasting no time, right to the air. That ball caught by the former Toledo Rocket, Deontay Johnson. Inside the 10. Touchdown, Carolina. Deontay Johnson, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Panthers will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Carr going to lead the Saints up here first and 10 at about the 32. In his 7th season now, here's Alvin Kamara. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. You look at this Carolina defense. We know they're going to be tough to throw on. Top 3 in the NFL defending the pass.
And hey, they were stingy in the opener. Didn't allow much of anything at all through the air. So now they come into week 2 saying, hey, let's see if we can do even better. Let's go ahead and get to that number 1 spot.
Quick throw to Olave. There he goes left side. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. It's a gain of 35.
It's early, but announcer cliche alert here. Big players make big plays. Should I say in big games too? Oh, what the heck. And this defense, they're going to have to find some way to slow him down as this game goes on, because when this combination is going good, they can tear your secondary apart.
He'll get it to the 23-yard line. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early, because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
From the 23, this is 2nd and 3. Working from the gun, it's Carr. That'll be taken in by Shaheed. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. First and goal, and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. Tries the left side and finds Olave. Touchdown, Saints! Chris Olave, his second touchdown on the season. And the Saints respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own.
Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a second one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him.
And he'll elect not to run with it. The fair catch will move this out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
6, 7. Cut.
Young to throw it. Throwing the out route, incomplete. That's Hubbard. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. 7 yards there and a first down. The Panthers had 0-1 on the year following the loss in the opener. And listen, they knew last week they were in for a tough fight on the road. But now here's the home opener and a chance to get things right.
And I like the way that you presented that because the bottom line is they didn't come out of that loss discouraged. They just came home and said, hey, if we do what we're supposed to do, protect our home turf, we'll be just fine.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Black shot. Set.
Young will set to throw. Here's Johnson with a reception. Down the left sideline. Touchdown, Carolina. Deontay Johnson. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Panthers have taken the lead. Pinheiro's extra point up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away. And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. Now, early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game, but I think when it comes within your division... Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown! Chris Olave. His 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Saints are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6.
And we didn't even get a chance to settle in for that drive. A quick strike of 75 yards, and they find the end zone.
Don't you get the sense that film study was behind this one, that they saw something that they thought they could take advantage of? The key is calling it in the right situation, knowing when it exists to go to it. They did exactly that. They've got to feel really good about what they did in advance of this game.
Just looking down at the sideline now, their defense is like, man, can you have strung that out just a few plays? Give us a break. Back out there.
Hey, man, give that water break and get on out there and play.
Ready up.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now, but let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. Well, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
So a dangerous pass over the middle into zone coverage, and it bit him hard.
And what's really difficult when you throw it in that direction and versus that zone, that means the linebackers have gotten to their spot, gotten their heads back around, and they can see the quarterback and everything in front of them. And they took big advantage of it, went the other direction, excellent blocking, and picked up a touchdown.
A point after, good by Grupe. And the lead is now 21-14. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. But no run back here. Fair catch, and this will come out to the 25. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go around.
And sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
At the 14-yard line.
Slide through. Hut.
Throwing on second and long. Young. And got his man complete. Now he's into the clear again. Touchdown, Carolina. Deontay Johnson doing it again with his third touchdown here in the opening quarter. And the Panthers are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And we are tied at 21. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out to the 25. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. Charles, this offense, they've been on a roll. 2 drives ago they scored. Remember, last drive was that one-play touchdown strike, so now they're looking to make it 3 for 3.
You know, I talked to a Hall of Famer one time about, hey, when you're on defense and these types of things are happening to you, what goes through your mind? And he told me at that point, it's not about schemes, it's not about what's called from the sideline, it's about players. Who's going to make a play, make a stand, and stop this offense from doing what they've been doing?
Olave holds it in. So that'll be no better than an incompletion. And it'll be 4th down. They'll go for it. It's Carr. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Carr to throw again. Over the middle and complete to Shaheed. And he's finally taken down, and it's a big gain there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. These two teams all tied after 1. The Saints with a football here to begin quarter number 2. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. On play action, it's Carr. He'll buy some time right. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Panthers are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line. It's almost like you can see the look of frustration on his face. 4 interceptions last week. We talked about it all week. What did he do wrong? And another one here in the first half.
And you can understand the frustration. You actually feel his pain a little bit. But the worst thing he can do is what you're seeing right now, showing the other team that he's frustrated. all they're going to do is double their efforts to make him even more frustrated. He's got to gather himself, compose himself, and keep fighting.
Well, he talked a lot about erasing that loss last week, getting back in the win column. We'll see how he responds. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35.
Red, cycle. 6, 7, 10.
Now Young. And he fires one incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
Yellow, go. Black shot. Ready.
Looking to throw, Young. And he whips that one incomplete there.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely, just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since.
Blue strike. Smack, red. Ready, ready.
It'll be Young again. He's got his target. That's complete. Touchdown, Panthers. Jonathan Mingo with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Panthers have broken our tie as they take the lead. Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And they will take a 7-point lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
At their own 22-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense.
Not an ideal way to end their previous drive. They threw the interception, Charles, after they had built up some momentum. They were moving the football, but something to at least build on for this offense as they run back out here.
Yeah, you're right about that. Up until that last play, everything was working pretty well for this offense. Gaining chunks of yardage, getting first downs, really making them push for the end zone, and looked like they had a nice rhythm going. Now you got to have a short memory here. Don't focus on the interception. Focus on what came before it and get back to it. That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make 2nd down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
Now a pass hauled in downfield. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A gain there of 30 big ones.
Now this offense hoping to avoid the 0-2 start. They trail, but they've got a 1st and 10 here. And Carr's throw taken in by Valdez-Scantling.
And down inside the 15 he goes.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
From the gun, it's a run for Kamara. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9.
From the 9, 2nd and 5. Now Carr shifting his guys around a bit.
2nd and 5 at the 9-yard line.
Second and 5. And it's caught. Touchdown, Saints. Taysom Hill, a 9-yard touchdown grab.
And the Saints are within an extra point of tying up this ball game.
As a general rule, quarterbacks don't want to lock in on a receiver before the ball is snapped. But in this case, based on the matchup he thought he was going to get, it was favorable for his tight end. He locked in on him early and found him for a touchdown.
Groupie for the extra point.
He's got it. This thing's turning a bit wild here. We're tied at 28. So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away. And he'll elect not to run with it. The fair catch will move this out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Ready.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And right now, we've got a little bit of an offensive masterpiece going on both sides, moving the football, scoring points. It's almost like somebody put the defense on rookie mode in this one. I mean, we haven't even left the first half, Charles, and we're certainly on pace for a shootout.
An excellent start for both offenses. The fans have to be enjoying this to see all these points go up on the board. As a former defender, you know I'm not enjoying this at all. But right now, both these teams just trading haymakers. Let's see if anyone slips up first. Can anyone counter with a nice little jab and get things going in their direction?
That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown! Adam Thielen, 54 yards. And the Panthers are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And they will take a 7-point lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. Their last time out, looking to repeat that, Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Carr. And this one is incomplete.
No sense risking anything there on 1st down. Even though he's still in the pocket, he had a receiver out to his side, so just put that in a spot where the only people who can make a play on it are the trainers and the coaches. Well done.
On play action, now Carr. The throw here right sideline falls incomplete.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because any completions on 1st and 2nd down, now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. If you don't pick up the 1st down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Fight, 97. Rail, yellow. Ready.
Following the interception, Young. And this is caught inside the 5. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. Now they bring a receiver in motion right. Hubbard will take this one in. Touchdown, Carolina. Piñeiro now to add the extra point. And the lead is up to 14. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that one bounces out of the back of the end zone, so we'll start the drive at the 25 on the touchback. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense.
And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Staying on the ground on first with Kamara. They'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9.
92 yards for him on the ground so far tonight as he has been terrific in this first half.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
Open on the left side. This is Valdez-Scantling. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. As the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. On second down, here's Carr. And he's going to be dropped back at the 15-yard line. Now the Saints will use their third and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward.
Interested to see what they dial up here. Third and goal with a lot of green between them and the end zone.
Shotgun now for Carr. The pass caught by Olave. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. 11 yards, but still not enough. Fourth down. So they won't get a touchdown, but here's a chance to at least get 3 to end the first half. From the right hash, and this one just a chipping. And his kick here is good.
So a long drive gets them down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
Here we go. Here we
The
go.
Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive.
And with 10 seconds left, not really enough time to put something together.
Hey, green. Stay.
Young on first down. And this is caught on the sideline. And he gets out of bounds as well. How about that? It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
Well, he worked his way quite a bit in this first half, and with good reason. You can see it there. He is such a handful defensively. Just too hard to keep him under wraps. It delivers a big play here for this offense.
That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short. No good. And this will remain an 11-point spread.
Wow, partner, it's almost a little jarring to see a holder set up on the other side of midfield. I haven't brought out my binoculars to make sure on that one. That is showing an awful lot of confidence in the kicker to try and hit from 61 yards, and this one winds up no good.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And this will go as a short gain on what will be the final act of this first half. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Saints going to go on offense first, and they trail here as we begin quarter number 3. With a fair catch taken short of the goal line, and they'll begin this third quarter at their own 25. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Well, the first half, they struggled a little bit to keep pace offensively, CD, down 2 scores here. So how do they make some changes coming out of the locker room?
Well, they've studied what they did in the first half. They've seen what the defense has thrown at them. Now they want to have a plan of attack against it. So you come out, you're not going to get all the points back on one drive, but get started on it. Start chopping into that lead, and maybe it'll inspire your defense to help out as well.
And now the ball's out. Carr lost it. Fumble. And it's picked up by the Panthers. Let's see now, Charles. That's 7 turnovers between last week and this week. 3 here in this game, 4 in last week's game.
You know I do my research, right? And I go all the way back to the best coaches that have ever been in this game. And all of them started with ball security in some form or another, understanding that taking care of the ball was the key to winning games. They can't believe what they're seeing right now, because they spend all this time on it with the fundamentals, taking care of it, tucking it away, and they're not doing it.
Young now after the fumble recovery. They'll get this complete to the running back, Hubbard. And the offense moving quickly to the line. Young here, you can see changing the play. To throw is Young. To throw on second down. Touchdown, Panthers. Deontay Johnson, 38 yards. And the Panthers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And the lead is up to 18 now. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. But no run back here. Fair catch, and this will come out to the 25.
Take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. Now it's 2nd and 10.
Second and 10 at their 48-yard line.
Play action. Now it's Carr. And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver. Maybe a little over-anxious in the pocket there. He just didn't look comfortable on that throw.
No, he didn't, because it wasn't his normal fluid delivery. And I think he might have had it right. Wasn't really confident with what he saw downfield, and almost felt like he wanted to pull that one back.
Throwing his Carr on 3rd down. Got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. The Saints passing game in sync and moving the football. It's a 1st down. To throw his Carr. That ball is caught. Marquez Valdez-Scantling. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo.
A gain of 19 yards. And the Saints.
And here's Kamara on the read option. And he'll get this down only to the 18. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points. Now Carr throwing on 2nd down.
Gets this complete to Shaheed. And the Saints are going to have a 1st and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
So they'll get nothing out of that play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss. That is caught by Olave. Touchdown, New Orleans. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Saints are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Well, yes, that's his 3rd touchdown catch, which is very impressive. But on the scoreboard, they're still struggling.
So safe to say that without him, my goodness, yikes, they are in major league trouble. He's doing his best to try and keep them in the game.
Groupie able to add the PAT. And that'll make this now an 11-point deficit. After the touchdown, here's Groupie to kick this one away. Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out to the 25. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10.
Blue strike. Hut, hut.
Young will set to throw. Lets it fly for Thielen. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
That's some good closing speed there defensively, because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Now a timeout called for by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter.
Here we go.
3rd quarter on a Monday night with a 2nd and 10 coming up.
Claude Ray.
Young to throw it. And this heads straight to the sideline. I don't think they're going to let him get away with that. Nope, they won't. Here comes the flag. We saw it too. Nobody in the vicinity of that throw, and that earns him the penalty.
Yeah, you've got to at least get it close enough to one of your own guys in order to dodge the penalty.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he's taken down here by the Saints. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it.
Blaster, six. Slide 2. Zoom black. Ready.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. A surprising move to go for it, predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And now, goodness, possession's going to go over right at the 10-yard line. So now, just like that, things change dramatically. It's 1st and goal. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked off by J.C. Horn. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Panther touchdown. Pinheiro now to add the extra point. And the lead is up to 18 now. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And he'll elect not to run with it. A fair catch will move this out to the 25-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started.
It's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. A turnover on the last drive. They had the issue in the first half as well, and that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't want to admit it to themselves, but we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line is, how do they put a clean game the rest of this one, right? Take care of the football, no more turnovers, and see how that works.
And we're back now in Charlotte. Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings them up 2nd and 10.
Now they'll change things around before the snap.
Now a play fake. Carr. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. He had to absorb another little bump there from the defense. Another incomplete pass. We've seen a lot of that tonight.
They've come after him all night long. Nothing but pressure in his face. He's trying to stand up there and make throws. It's hard enough to do when the pocket is clear. When you got all those people in front of you, almost impossible to have a good completion percentage.
And they're going to hurry back to the line now. Again, they'll throw with Carr.
Back to Kamara for another catch.
And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. This duo locked in, 14 yards there, and a first down. To throw, it's Carr. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. I think this is what this game's become now. Just go deep, see if we can get something to go our way.
Yeah, not the most creative or most inventive play call there, but not much has worked for them throughout this game. They're almost at a loss about what to dial up.
Touchdown, Saints. A great effort there. 26 yards.
And the Saints have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. So a little bit of a letdown there defensively. I mean, look, you're still 2 scores to the good, CD, but things may be a little more uncomfortable than they had hoped.
Yeah, if you'd kept them out of the end zone there, this game's over. You've locked the door on them. Instead, it's still open a little bit, and they've got a puncher's chance.
After the touchdown, here's Grupe to kick this one away. And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
Here we go.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away.
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
At the 16-yard line.
Now a 2nd down throw for Young. Throwing the out route, incomplete. That's Hubbard. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. And they're going to speed things up here.
Brings up 3rd and 11.
John, 17. Red, cycle. Ready?
Young on 3rd down. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
In motion left, that's Thielen.
Ready?
Now Young on 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Well, the Panthers turned away on 4th down, and the Saints are going to get it back and in great shape. Throwing on 1st down is Carr. And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. Marquez Valdez-Scantling, a 24-yard touchdown.
And the Saints have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth.
So the first play of the drive, they strike through the air and score it.
A lot of coaches like change of possession as a time to go ahead and strike, and that's what we saw there. Ball turned over, first play, right to the end zone.
Carr will look to throw. And now the pressure gets there, and he goes down. So he couldn't get rid of the football, and that deficit stays right where it is.
After the touchdown, here's Grupe to kick this one away. But no run back here. Fair catch, and this will come out to the 25.
Let's go.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. Right now clinging to a one-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays that are going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first downs. And the goal, end the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
Black shot.
Young now.
Looking underneath and finding Hubbard.
And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run. This is something you've got to be wary of defensively. And just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it. They got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for second down. If they want to take another shot and try to loosen things up, that'd be the time to do it.
And Young's throw there incomplete.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Strong red. Green jack.
Young.
He'll dump this one off to Hubbard.
And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Edo blue. Red, yellow.
Again, it's Young.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have the Panthers first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 1. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game.
So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Blaster, six. Light blue. Set, cut.
Now here's Young. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
Black ultra. Drill green. Steel black. Hey, red. Fury yellow. Set.
Young.
Well, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
The pressure really ratcheting up. They get the sack on 1st down. Then a near sack. They got to him there just as it was leaving his hand.
Yeah, they might need to change their pass protection scheme a little bit. Maybe bring another guy into the backfield to help protect the quarterback, because that was awfully close.
That throw by Young incomplete.
This is certainly a team that has proven it likes to target its backs through the air, and defensively, they were aware of that and certainly were prepared on that throw.
Here's Johnny Hekker now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback.
Here's 1st and 10.
They begin on the ground with Kamara. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6.
Here's 2nd down.
He was brought down at the 26.
Now Carr.
Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. Adrian Amos for the pick. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
Here's Young. Throw left side complete. That's Johnson. A pickup of about 40 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 31-yard line.
And Young's going to throw it here. Flush to his right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd.
And when you're in a one-score game in the second half, now's not the time to force the football to places where you shouldn't. And that's a smart decision to just get that one out of there.
Blue, red, yellow. Blue, go. Ready?
Young to throw. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown. Pinheiro now to add the extra point. And this one gives his guys a 12-point lead.
The score, Panthers 63, Saints 51.
The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away.
Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out to the 25.
Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
This is 1st and 10. Here's Carr.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
K'Lavon Chaisson, the former first-rounder, in there to get the sack. And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both sides of the football here in this one.
Certainly was, and I think both sides compete against each other all the time. You go to each other in practice, obviously your training camps, your off-season. But on game day, you both want to show your best. And I think that's what we saw from both the offense and the defense, a complete team victory.
So for Carolina, they make amends for their Week 1 loss by winning their home opener. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Seattle Seahawks. Meanwhile, for New Orleans, they'll drop to 0-2. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to Lambeau to take on the Packers.
Never leave the house without the pack. Where my at? Take an L and try to double back. We ain't doing that. Say she mad, but I know it's cap. I've been through with that. Need someone to hype me up. Hype me up. Need someone to hype me up.